Kate Gosselin just gave a statement to People magazine responding to Collin's accusations, and then Jon responded to Kate's statement. I have never wanted to have to do this, but I feel I have been backed into a corner and left with no choice. Though it saddens me to do so, I need to speak out now. My son Collin, whom I love with all my heart, has received multiple psychiatric diagnoses over the years. For the safety of myself, his brothers and sisters, and for his own well-being, he was placed in a facility following years of outpatient treatment, which proved insufficient for his needs. Now, all of that could be true on why she would send him to the facility, but she never touched on the fact that she did not visit him for a year and a half. So he's really struggling, and because you love him, you send him to get help, but you don't check in or visit. That's just hard for me to understand, but let's continue. The decision to admit him was made by emergency room doctors following one of his many attacks and outbursts, this one involving his use of a weapon. Fast forward to the present day, and following Jon's removal of Collin from treatment, my son's unpredictable and violent behavior has sadly continued regularly towards Jon, Hannah, and others around him. Collin's distorted perception of reality is one of the many issues that he has always struggled with. Many people who have family members grappling with mental health issues can attest. It is rarely and sadly surprising when complete fabrications occur, and this is just another heartbreaking facet of this fight. All parent-child relationships are complex, but when mental illness is involved, it is incredibly complicated and painful, let alone easy for others on the outside to understand. All measures that were taken in our home were at the explicit recommendation of his pediatric psychiatrist and or his team of specialists, and were put into place to safeguard every member of our family, our friends, as well as our family pet. Unfortunately, I believe Collin remains a very troubled young man who continues to need a lot of help. His brothers and sisters and I have not been directly involved in his life due to his history of unpredictable behavior and violent tendencies towards us. What his sister Maddie posted on social media recently is completely accurate, and I deeply appreciate her bravery in doing so. This is all I have to say on the matter, and I will not be discussing this subject any further at this time. While it's very clear Jon Gosselin did not appreciate her statement, and he had something to say. Regarding these brand new false accusations, it seems clear that even today, after not seeing her son since the 6th grade, Kate is unable to control her abusive words towards him. At this point, Collin is training to be a Marine in order to serve his country and is unable to respond to his mother's callous lies. What's crazy is nobody has been talking about this family for so long, and off of one interview, we are now getting accusations being made from every side. Do we know what's true and what's not? No. And will we ever know? Most likely not. But I think it's incredibly sad that it has gotten to this point.